So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Cincinnati. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Oh, wide open, complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To the air, Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Burrow on play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Allen. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Allen now looks to throw. eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Donald Parham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Allen now on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The tackle goes back at his 41-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Allen, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.